All right, so here is our video today where we're going to be talking to Mr. Jones, why he's here in my chair. So we'll just kind of start with letting Mr. Jones know about hypertension and high blood pressure. So like we all know, hypertension or high blood pressure just means that the force within the blood that's pushing against the walls and arteries is too high. So there's a lot of force pushing that pressure and making all of your vital organs work kind of harder, right? So over time, this puts extra stress on your heart and blood vessels, which increase your risk for heart attack, stroke, kidney disease, and a lot of other things. There are different types of hypertension, right? So understanding them can really help us manage your condition better. So the first one's primary hypertension, which is the most common hypertension that everybody kind of has. And it gradually happens over time due to genetics, weight gain, lifestyle, being sedentary. There's no real single cause within the primary hypertension. It's it just happens, right? It happens over time. Obesity, sodium intake, lack of exercise, all those things play a role in it. Second is going to be your secondary hypertension, right? And this happens when another kind of vital organ, such as your kidney, hormones, or certain medications are causing this. So it's secondary hypertension. So something is kind of piggybacking it to making you have hypertension. Next is the kind of, how do I put this? The complicated hypertension, right? So like it's a little bit, it's more like chronic hypertension that's happened over time. And then because the pressure within your organs have been worked so hard for so long, those other, right, because they've been worked for so hard for so long, other organs become damaged because your heart has been working overtime to get it. So such as like your heart, your brain, your kidneys, everything that's having these really strong vascular flow through, right, that this hypertension has caused. So complicated hypertension pretty much just means that you have had hypertension for a long time, and because of this, now other organs are being affected. So whenever I want to take a deep dive with you, I like to look at your history, and there's a few things kind of that stand out that put you at a greater risk for complications, right? So things that we look at is like family history of hypertension and diabetes, because genetics play a really big role when you have this. So really digging into family history, genetics, hypertension, diabetes, that's a big thing. Next, like weight gain, poor diet choices, right? Because the excess weight is going to make your body and your heart work harder, and too much salt can always increase blood pressure over time. So that's where we look at patient education, like the DASH diet, right? Another big thing we all like our Sunday fun days. However, alcohol intake can raise blood pressure as well. It also just makes it empty calories, so you also have weight gain, and it just doesn't make you feel good. Next, shortness of breath with activity. This could be a sign that your heart is already being affected, right? So we want to really make sure when you're active and everything else that we have no shortness of breath during this time. However, like at the end of the day, there is good news, right? So there's a lot that we can do in a sense to help lower your blood pressure and reduce your risk, right? So we can start by doing small dietary changes, cutting back on the alcohol, exercising regularly, taking a deep dive into the DASH diet, right? And all these small changes make a big difference long term. So I tell everybody this is a marathon, not a sprint. So it's not going to happen overnight. And we are the support system to help you grow, change, create better habits, better lifestyle choices, and we can really get this blood pressure under control. And that's the story. So let me know what you guys think.